Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse, Counts Marine, the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, and Avery Superstore.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. And yes, Bill Cooksey has slipped into the room. Glad to have you, Bill, on this fourth Saturday.
Okay, if I oversleep once every 10 years, I ought to.
Yeah, and you've given up a lot of duck hunts to be here, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true.
Yes, you have. And then, of course, this is fourth Saturday, and that means the other half of the team. You know, I can't do this all alone. Ron Wong, the only Wong that I know. No, let's see. I know Colton Wong with the Cardinals. I'm sure that's his cousin. But
that's right.
Hey, Ron. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Ron. Do you like to talk fishing, Ron?
Man, I love to talk fishing, and our next guest. I have had the opportunity to visit their plant. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but they got more machines down the head when you visited last time.
I don't know how much more stuff I could carry out of there.
They've overhauled this place. Tulsa. Man, I tell you what, you've had enough bad weather. We don't even want to talk about tornadoes or anything, okay?
No. Let's talk fishing.
Let's talk fishing with Chris Lindenberg. He is the owner of Gene LaRue. And, of course, when you throw in Gene LaRue, you also throw in Bobby Garland crappie baits. And they've had some expansion going on for several months there in Tulsa. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you this Saturday morning?
We love to talk fishing, and let's pop right into it because you guys have been busy. I got the press release about talk about the expansion. And I've got to admit, Chris, Tulsa's one of my favorite cities. I mean, when you go to school in a little place called Fayetteville, I spent a lot of time in Tulsa. Okay, back in
you would
on Tulsa time.
Yeah, I saw the Righteous Brothers in Tulsa. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right, both of them. Okay, but talk about what's happening at Gene LaRue.
Well, it's been real exciting for us this whole year, and we basically commissioned the procurement of 4 new machines, and when I say new, I mean these are absolutely spanking new because our machines, and Ron, you've seen them, they're custom built from the ground.
Yeah,
I mean, there are no other machines like this. All the parts have to be the same, and the same people that built our 6 existing ones built these 4. And a lot of the parts, and I could say I could buy 1, I could buy 2, maybe that would get us by, but it came out to be economics in the sense of when you have to do all these parts custom-made, CNC programmed, do you do one part when you have 400 parts to make?
Golly, 400.
No.
No. Much more economical to build more.
Yeah, and so it just turned out that although I don't know that I would need 4, actually, it turns out I really do.
You do, yeah. And that's a good thing.
So we went from 6, and now we officially commissioned the 9th one in February, and the 10th one was last month. So all 10 are up and running, and we couldn't be happier because we really needed this additional equipment to get the products out to our customers and our dealers, and it's been really something we've needed to do. But, Ron, we've always come out with something new every year, and we always come out with new colors, and people want new colors. And just every new mold change that we would make on these machines, you just couldn't keep the mold on very long. Just to do 3 colors, and then you got to pull it off to put another mold on to get those other ones off, and that's really going to take the pressure off.
Well, I mean, because when I look, Chris, one of the things that has amazed me is the baby shad and how popular that bait has become throughout only the U.S. but the world. I mean, tell our listeners how many baby shads you guys crank out in a year, or do you have any idea?
We try to estimate. We do believe there is no doubt by far that the Bobby Garland Baby Shad lure is the #1 selling soft plastic lure in the United States by far. And we've had our customers, our larger customers, tell us that in their fishing departments. I mean, the big boys, and have told us your Baby Shad is the number one selling plastic lure we have in the whole company.
Yeah.
Well, we
and, but I know that it is in the tens of millions.
Well,
that's why I asked.
Yeah, let's just say again, we're talking to Chris Lindenberg. He is the owner of Gene LaRue and of course Bobby Garland. I know, if I'm not mistaken, Chris, you bought the company in late 2006.
Yep.
You're Tulsa born and bred.
Yep.
I know from my many years in the business that when I think of Gene LaRue, and if this is not right, you set me straight. When the late Gene LaRue came up with this impregnated idea that he experimented with sugar to chocolate to Coca-Cola before he came up with the fact that salt made a discernible difference on how bass react to baits.
You're exactly right.
Is that not amazing?
He was an engineer, so he had a lot of ingenuity in him. He loved to bass fish and he loved to fish, but he was always tinkering.
Tinkering, that's the word. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're always wanting to tinker until you get something right. And he found out, and it was true. He used Coca-Cola and chocolate and all kinds of stuff. But with salt, sodium chloride is so natural.
Yeah.
It's in everything.
It's in everything. Yeah.
I mean, you don't eat a steak without salt in it, right?
I don't, but I mean,
Me neither.
We don't have health. Fish don't have to be, they're not
I don't eat
particular.
fish without salt.
But I mean, there is salt in a fish. There is
Yeah.
salt in a cow. Obviously,
There's
we
salt
add some
all
for the
of that.
flavor,
But
but it is
you-
a natural thing that
Well,
and everything alive.
And that's what Chris is saying here. I mean, to think about in the 1980s that this was Gene LaRue with this idea, and then
Yes.
you came along in 2006, and then you've added Bobby Garland since, and we could go all the way into Bobby Garland, and I know this for a fact.
Well, that's another show. I'll
That's a
tell
whole
you.
other show that gets it. I mean, is that where it came from? Right? I mean,
Well, that was Bobby's.
that's what I'm talking about. That's Bobby's. So
That was Bobby. Bobby was the inventor
Of the Gets It,
which
yeah.
is the modern day tube.
Even I know that. I mean, look at there, Ron. I don't know what color it might be, but I know what it is. With that, and then so I'm just great to have Chris on the show because Chris, when you took this over, I got to ask you. I mean, what was your goals? And you look at it now, 13 years later, and see what's happened. Talk about that.
Well, I'm telling you, Larry, it's absolutely short of miraculous.
Yes.
Telling
Yeah.
we never expected anything like this. My motivation in LaRue was to make a product that would catch fish. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Well, that's,
that's as simple as I can get. And if I can make a product that catches, or a lure that catches fish, I'll catch fishermen.
you will. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's the number one thing, is to try to make a product, and we've tried to come out with one or two or maybe even three every year, whether it's for crappie or bass,
Yeah.
to come out with something different
Yeah.
or new that is a different way of attacking, that motivation of getting a fish to hit this lure.
Yeah.
Hey,
you guys do a great
wait now,
job
Ron,
with
hold
that.
on, Ron, because we've got him set up now. Right now, he's talking about 2 or 3 different lures every year.
Slab
right.
Hunter
We-
is
and-
one
Well,
of them.
we'd like a little tip on what's coming out.
Yeah, and we, obviously we don't want this to get out to the public.
Oh,
so
no,
it's just
don't-
between us.
everybody-
No, it'd be our secret.
Yeah, close your ears, all your listeners out there. Close
Yeah.
your ears, and
can
and
see
Chris
that.
Lindenberg is going to give us a little hint at what might come up at ICAST.
What am I going to see here in about a month?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll bet you.
Oh, he's betting us now. This is really true.
No, you can take this to the bank. I guarantee you, Ron, you will see new colors.
That's what I like.
I love
New
those
colors.
new colors. And do
you need a
I
color
will be
namer?
spending-
I'm available to be a color namer.
and
if you need that.
we'll be there to shoot some videos of new colors of all of the products that you guys got there. And some of the new products, I know one of the new products you guys just came out with, introduced was the Slab Hunter.
The Slab Hunter.
And,
I like that one. Yeah.
And
what a bait it's been. I've talked to a lot of people that have used them. I know that they were given out to some of the all of the anglers at a recent American Crappie Trail tournament.
Yes.
And these guys were going like, wow. What a bait to use for long lining, for jigging, a multitude of things.
So versatile.
Yeah.
How many did you get, Ron?
I only got 2 packs.
Only got 2 packs. Look at that.
Right.
So that would have gotten me. I've caught 1 crappie this year. So
you got 1
2 packs would have been. Yeah, it was 9 inches long.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not.
Well, guys, when I was talking about colors, I mean, it is serious. I mean, it's nuts when people ask about the colors of, let's just say, baby shad.
Okay, baby shad. What?
Okay, baby shad.
How many colors?
How many colors
got
now?
in this catalog?
How many?
In this catalog, we got 91.
Good grief.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, let me send you 9 more so you'll have 100. Okay, so I can do that. Yeah, 91.
Yeah, I guarantee it. Well, it's surprising. It's at these shows that we go to, and everybody wants to get that pack that says new color sticker on it.
Sure.
Yeah, well,
Everyone wants that pack.
Yeah.
Well, I wish.
Then they get a pack of monkey milk to go with it.
Oh, come on.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hey, I wish we had more time, Chris. We got to get you back on maybe right after the iCast. And, of course, we want to know, as Ron always asks, go ahead and ask him, Ron.
Hey, if somebody wants more information about Bobby Garland or Gene LaRue lures, where do they go, Chris?
You can go straight to our websites. We have actually a website for each one of them.
Okay.
So go to www.genelarue.com or BobbyGarlandCrappieBaits.com.
That's it. Hey, man, thanks, Chris. Have a great one, and please take care of Ron when he's down there, okay? Bring an extra.
Hey, that's a tall order, but I'll try, Larry.
Try to bring an extra pair of
we'll
shoes
see you
for
there.
him, okay? He wears out so many pairs of shoes. All right, buddy. Thank you. Have a great day.
Good deal. Have a good Saturday.
Okay, all right. Let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Can't get much better than that, but who knows when you talk to Hank Weldon. I mean, the poor guy only has to keep up with thousands of kids and college kids.
He does a good job.
He better do a good job. Yeah, we'll be right back with Hank Weldon, the BASS Senior Tournament Manager, High School and College Division on Outdoors with Larry Ray.